Okay, is this better? Okay, I'm still. Hi. Oh my god. Let's try again. Hi everyone. I've tried to make this video already, but my computer wasn't collaborating with me. My mouse started dying, so I had to change the battery for the mouse. So I decided to finish that live stream completely, just in the middle of it, and it wasn't far in. It was only maybe 10 minutes in. And and I'm starting a new one from scratch, and then I'm going to delete the live stream before this one. So hello everyone that was here and had to leave because my computer wasn't collaborating. So as I said on the other video, today I will show you how to make patterns on CLO. I'm not going to go into very difficult details. I'm just going to show you guys the tools that you can use to achieve the goal, like to be able to make patterns. So I will show you how to make it drawing on the avatar. I will show you the parametrics tool that they have that makes it very easy to get a pattern block. And I'm also going to show you guys how to copy or draw on top of a different pattern that you can maybe have on a book or you found on Pinterest or something like that, or a PDF or a photo that you found that you want to use as a base for a pattern. So I hope this time it works better. I hope my mouse doesn't die on me. I literally put new batteries in it, so it shouldn't do that. And last time it was on TikTok as well, but I decided just to do YouTube because I think the quality was falling a lot on YouTube just because I was trying to stream on TikTok at the same time. So I'm not doing that right now. I really apologize. I feel like every time I try to do a live stream, something happens. Either the Wi-Fi doesn't work or now the mouse didn't work. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. I have the chat open. So if you are there and you want to say hi or make any questions, you can let me know and I'll just try to answer straight away on the video. I said on the other video that CLO has 2 new avatars. I think this one is very cute. And they also have new hairs that you can download on the Connect website. I really like this one, but I also really like this one as well. That one there is super cute. And there's also a long hair, which we don't really have. Look at it. Cute. But I wouldn't use the long hair when you're actually trying to simulate because it interferes with your simulation. Let me just double check that I am actually live stream. Oh yeah, I am. That's okay. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna delete the other one from. Gonna make it private. But okay, I will show you how to use the parametric pattern first because I think is the easiest one to get the block. For those who don't know, pattern block is literally the base, usually either a pair of trousers or a body with sleeves or a skirt, or even like a full-on straight dress. Those would be bases for you to design on top and cut out and like change the darts and fit to the body the way you want to make something new. So it's not like we create everything from zero. We use a base and then we use that base to get to something else. So like it's not like I want to make this dress, we just make the dress out of nothing. No, you have like a base dress and then you work on top of that to get what you want. So I'm not going to change much. So with this tool, you go on editor and you open parametric pattern. And then in here, you get the body front, body back, body sleeves. And Let's say you're making something for yourself, you can literally put your own measurements on this chart and you will get something that will fit you. Obviously, you have to add the seam allowance and like the tolerance to make sure it fits you properly. But this will give you a block with your own measurements. If you have your brand, you can put the measurements of your brand in here or anything like that. So you decide. I'm gonna just make the length maybe like 20. So make sure you do the front and the back length the same. And I always feel like the sleeves here are very, very tiny. So I'm gonna like 14 for the biceps. Am I still live, guys? Is the Wi-Fi not working? Hopefully. Okay, let's just see. Hope for the best. Okay. So after that, you can close this up, and here's your front, half of your back because I didn't put symmetry. Let me unfold. And then one sleeve, you can symmetric. Next one. And there you go. So that's a very simple body shape. You can dress your avatar. Let me see. You open. Then you just dress her up. Sleeves. Always put the sleeves in a little bit because sometimes they just don't close properly. And then to sew quickly, you go on auto sew, top, close top, and that's your block. So it's a very simple shape. You can add darts from here. You can go up and down and cut it up and make the sleeve small. So like I'm just going to show you guys what you can very simply do with this. Like I'm going to make this smaller. So inner, internal lines, 10. Cut this up. You have a half sleeve. Let's make this cropped. 5. Cut it up. So like is from here that you're gonna work and create your own piece. So yeah, this is how you would ultimately, like you would actually make something. I think this is very pointy. What is very pointy on the sleeves? I think the sleeve is probably bigger than the actual sleeve hole, but that is not really the case here. 19, 18, and it's slightly too big. But yeah, you would just kind of work your way then to get the style that you want. But this is basically how you would have a base block. Just put her arms down because I'm not really sure what's happening there. Yeah, so a base block, like from here you can put darts, maybe. We can add a dart somewhere to just kind of get more shape. This is, from here, it would be more a matter of knowing what you're doing or trying out than actually getting the pattern block done. So first way of getting a pattern done is using the editor parametric pattern. As of right now, there's only the top block, so they don't give you sleeves or a skirt. no, they don't give you a trouser or a skirt. So there's only the top. There's no way to get. Hopefully in the future they will add trousers and skirts and maybe other items to the parametric pattern. But as of right now, it's only the top. But it's very useful because even sleeves sometimes can be a bit tricky to make if you don't really understand them much. Or if you just want an easy way to get things done quickly, this is it. I'm gonna delete, and then we're gonna get to a different way of doing it. So one of the ways that I like doing it is more for fitted things. Let's say I want to, like, I know it's very popular to make corsets. If you want to make a corset and you want to work on the avatar, you can do that as well. There's also avatars on the shape of the actual, what do you call that? I have one here. You know, the fashion houses have the bodies that they use. I call them mannequins in Portuguese, but it's not really a mannequin. So some avatars are like that, and then you can use them. I will just pop one up just for you guys to see. It would be, where is it? I think it's this one. This one has like the lines, which the avatar in CLO has lines too, but this one is a more realistic sizing. So I'm gonna use this one for now, but you can draw on the avatar. So you would go on the 3D pen, and then you would draw on the actual avatar. So let's say I want to make like a belt or something, like a fake corset. I would just click here. If you hold shift, it stays on 90 degrees or 45 degrees, depending on what way you're going. And then click, kind of like find the side, go up, click again. And like you can obviously do like another one here. And like to the back. So you literally just draw on the actual avatar. So that's why it's nice to have the lines as a guidance. And then from there you can, I'll show you guys how to get the actual patterns. So, and then maybe I draw like something on the bust here. There. If you hold Ctrl or Control, whatever, it goes on an actual nice circle. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. So now that you, like, let's say this is what you want to do on your avatar, you would go on the 3D window, flatten, and just select. It kind of takes, when it goes blue, you need to click. Okay. It's a bit tricky. There you go. You keep clicking until you're satisfied. And then when you took all your patterns, you do enter. And then they pop up on your 2D window. Sometimes they're a bit out of order. And then you have to just work on it yourself, but it gives you a base to make whatever you're looking. So if you click on, just go on the selection, click on the pattern on this side, it will show you on this side, so you can kind of put it in order. So this is the back actually, and this is this side. Is it on the right side? Yeah. And this is the back. Oh wait, there you go. And the bust area. There you go. So this is actually the middle. So yeah, the only thing that I would say with this method is you have to fix the patterns because it's never really completely straight, or the measurements are not fully the same that you intend to. So like for the middle here, I need this to be fully straight. But yeah, so you kind of just have to fix it up a little bit in this part. But yeah, it's kind of like what we would call in Portuguese moulage, which is just kind of making the patterns on the body. And then you just kind of fix it up a little bit, and yeah. So I'm gonna unfold everything. It's not fully straight, so it's not letting me unfold, is it? I'm just gonna do it. Obviously, this is a very strange shape. I don't really know if it's gonna work. But once you're happy enough with what you got, I would always recommend to save the base. Like you came up with a corset, you like it, save it before you start actually making design choices to it. Because then you can use that later on for something else. So the corsets are not really attached to anything on this side, so that's why. So before, I'm gonna just tack on the avatar, and then seemingly, yeah, it just needs a bit of shaping, but you guys get the drill. So this is how you would do to like draw on the avatar and then get the patterns from it. I think it's a very effective way to do it if you want to do something that is going to be very fitted and very close to the body, or you just want to come up with something on the spot. Yeah, it's just one way of doing it. I think in here I would probably cut this in half and just kind of reshape it to try to get to sit. Just gonna do it. But yeah, it's just is one way of doing patterns. You can draw on the avatar. And I think I need this to go all the way, but you guys understand. It's like it works well for bikinis or any type of swimwear or lingerie or anything like that you guys want to like draw on the body to get the perfect shape, and then just from there get the patterns that you need. Is a way that I don't use all the time. I'd rather do the pattern blocks first, but it works. It's nice to know that that's an option. So yeah, it's another way. If you want to save this for later, like if you take a very basic shape, you would go on Save As Garment, and I have my assets, and I usually just save under Garment, Women, and let's say is like a corset. And that will be saved on your CLO forever. So that's, where is it? There you go, that's it there. And then you can use that later. So the more you work on CLO and the more you save things, the bigger your library of options, and it makes everything easier to start a project because you already have like a saved base that you trust and that you like, and then you just kind of change according to the new projects that you get. So I'm gonna delete these, and then I'm gonna go back to the other avatar, And now I'm going to show you guys how to copy a pattern from a book or Pinterest or a photo that you find on Google. Or even if you're already a pattern maker and you have PDF files of it and you want to put it on CLO, test it on CLO, this is how you would do it. Sometimes I get projects as well that they send me the patterns that the company have made and is not on a type of file that I can open on CLO, because CLO only accepts DXF, but just certain types, depending on what program, what software the company uses. Sometimes it doesn't open on CLO, accepts PDF, but if it's not completely saved properly for CLO, it doesn't work either. So sometimes you're in the middle of a project, you just need to get it done, and the PDF's not working, the DXF is not working, and you're like, okay, how am I gonna get this pattern on CLO? This is how you're gonna do it, okay? So first things first, I would make a rectangle, just any rectangle, okay? And then we're gonna pretend to put a print on top of the rectangle and just literally cut it out. Like if you were drawing on a paper and you were cutting the paper to get your pattern, this is how you're gonna do it, okay? So under the tab here for the prints, you would go on add and you're going to find your print, okay? I'm just gonna pop anything here. My one is on a PNG or a JPEG, anything that can be a print. I think PDF can be a print in CLO now as well. So yeah, anything that can be a print on CLO. And then you just drag to your rectangle. And you're gonna have to, that's the thing, you're gonna have to resize it, okay, until it fits your avatar. But this is kind of how you're going to copy it. Let me just turn and then make it bigger. I think I need to make this actually bigger, the rectangle. But yeah, the only problem here, if you have something that is not on the real size, is not gonna be the real size on CLO, so you're just gonna have to make it bigger until you think it's gonna fit your avatar. But for example, I have ones that are actually the correct size, but I'm not gonna open because I don't want to show you guys all the way all my folders to it. But if it's real size, it will work well, but it works any size either. Just kind of make it bigger until you think it's going to fit your avatar at some certain point, or it's going to be easy enough for you guys to resize it after. It's better to be bigger than not big enough, I always find. Okay, I think that might do it. Okay, just make sure everything is inside your rectangle. As you can see here, I have like pair leggings, either with the cutting on the side or fully wrapped around your legs. So you literally now just gonna use your internal shapes and you're gonna copy it. Literally just copy. Yeah. So you hold Shift to do it straight, and then use Control to get your curves. Let go of the Control, and then just make sure it's all the one shape, okay? If you finish halfway and you try to keep going, it's not gonna be a completely a complete shape is just gonna be lines. So just don't finish until you get the whole pattern copied. Obviously, it's not 100%. Like you copying it is not gonna be completely the same. Just try to stick to the line as much as possible. Okay, once you have your whole shape done, you will select with the right and you're gonna cut. And that's your pattern. Easy as that. And then I'm just gonna take the other piece. Yeah, this is one of the ways when you don't really know the shape of a pattern. Let's say you want to make a very complicated jacket or like a shirt. Don't really know the pattern. You can find it on Pinterest, find it on Google, and then copy to CLO. So that's it. This is the front, this is the back. If you guys don't know, the back's always bigger. Yeah, and then after you're happy enough, you can just select and delete your print, which is what you use to copy your pattern. And then after that, you can just dress your avatar and then make the changes that you need. Obviously, save this so you don't need to do it again in the future. Like, let's say you got the legging done. Just save it as a garment so you don't have to do it again in the future. You can just come in here and it's already gonna be done. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up with you guys, this legging, and gonna save it up. So symmetric pattern to copy with the mirrored and symmetric. I think this is gonna need more than, oh no, okay. Let's just sew it. Okay. Yes, this is a very nice way of doing it. If you find like things that I find that is very nice to use, this is like different types of pockets or sleeves, or things that are sometimes a bit complicated to come up from your own mind without a reference. You can use this technique to get it done. Oh no, I can't believe I did a skirt. I put the sewing wrong. That was funny. Sewing for trousers is always tricks me. Make sure you get the legs right. There you go. But yeah, I didn't get the sizing too wrong. I got it perfect actually. I think these are very big. Just make them smaller. Okay, and then make sure you just go in a little bit on the sides, like even half an inch. Maybe a bit more. But yes, I love this way of doing the patterns. Here you go, something like that. But yeah, that's a pair of leggings for you guys. Just make sure the sizing, like if you're gonna send this later, I always say there's two ways of using CLO and the patterns in it. If you're only making this for digital, like only for maybe a photo that you're gonna be taking and making a video, or using this on a game or anything like that, you don't need to have the patterns fully perfect. Like it's okay if a thing or two are like half an inch different sizes or something. It doesn't really matter because it doesn't show up as much on a photo. But yeah, besides that, this is a nice way of using CLO. Like here, I'm pretty sure this is not the right size. 357. See, it's not the right size. 360, 65. There you go. And then I'm just gonna unfold. Make this turn. But yeah, it's just, it always depends on what you're using this for. If it's just for yourself, for your own portfolio, to get photos done, to, you know, videos done, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be perfect. But if it's to be manufactured, you have to make sure everything is actually correct. I think this is to this side. Yeah. So there you go. Proper legging done. Very nice. I feel like it's slightly too long, so I'm gonna cut this a little bit, maybe just an inch, and then you just cut it. Okay. There you go. Cute. This is actually a pretty good pattern, you know. It's not bad at all. And then if you want to test with a proper like fabric, you can test it with a fabric. See how it looks. Like, let's put denim in there. Nice. She's cute. But yeah, it's just a very nice way of doing your patterns. It's just like, there's so many books out there that you're trying to copy the patterns and then getting on CLO, and it's just so difficult. And you know, it doesn't need to be hard, guys. There's ways and means to get it done easier, and this is one of them. So I'm only on this live for half an hour, but I was on the live before for another 10 minutes, so I think it's okay. But I didn't want to have this live for too long. I just wanted to be nice and have a specific subject to it. So this is it. So today I showed you guys how to do your patterns on CLO, how to copy from a book or Pinterest or Google. And yeah, so for the ones that stayed until the very end, you guys are the only ones that are gonna know. I'm gonna put this legging that we've done together today on a live stream. I'm gonna put it on my shop on Shopify. I'm gonna have the link down below. Is giovannadebonastore.com. Gonna have the legging there. It's gonna have the normal price, but for you guys that actually watched until the very end, I'm gonna make a coupon right now. Let's see. Free legging or live stream gift. This is what it's gonna be. Okay? Live stream gift is gonna be the coupon. So you guys put the legging on your basket. Use the coupon live stream gift. Okay? That I'm gonna leave down below, maybe hiding somewhere in the description box. And you're gonna get a legging for free for you guys to try it on CLO, okay? So just click on the link, go to my shop, put the legging on the basket, and then use the coupon. Obviously, it's not there yet. Give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it up. But by the end of tonight, you're gonna be able to go in there and get it for free, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna keep the coupon live for maybe a week and until next Thursday, and then I'm gonna take it off, and then next Thursday I'm gonna put something else, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hi, thank you so much for being here, and please give it a like, share, subscribe to the channel, and leave it in the comments if you're watching this after. What do you want to see on the next live stream on Thursday at 7 p.m. UK time? I hope this was helpful, and yeah, enjoy the little gift, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.